Welcome to the Forbidden Zone. You are here because you have finally gone no contact. You have pulled the plug on the chaos, silenced the notifications, and walked away from the burning building. But even in your freedom, a question lingers in the back of your mind. You imagine them out in the world, charming, smiling, seemingly unaffected by your absence. You picture them at parties, or at work, wearing that invincible mask that fooled you for so long. But I am here to take you to the one place where the mask falls off. I am here to take you behind the locked door where the narcissist is truly alone. We are going into the bathroom. It is a small, tiled room that holds the darkest secrets of their existence, secrets they would die to keep hidden from you. You see, the bathroom is the only sanctuary a narcissist has left. In public, they must perform. In the bedroom with new supply, they must act. But in the bathroom, with the fan on and the door bolted, they are forced to confront the only thing that terrifies them, their own reflection. You might think they go in there to groom, to shower, to look beautiful. That is the surface-level lie. After a long separation, when your supply has been cut off and the silence of no contact is deafening, the bathroom becomes a torture chamber. It is where the reality of their emptiness catches up to them, violent and undeniable. The haunting question you must ask is not, are they missing me, but can they stand themselves? When you are gone, there is no one left to project their shame onto. There is no one to blame for their bad mood. So, they retreat to the bathroom. They lock the door not just to keep people out, but to keep their disintegrating self in. In that small, echoey space, the silence screams. They are not refreshing themselves, they are decomposing. The confident predator you knew dissolves into a frightened, frantic creature staring into the glass, searching for a soul that isn't there. We are going to expose the bathroom ritual that happens when the world isn't watching. This isn't about hygiene. This is about psychological survival. You have been gaslit into believing they are these towering figures of strength who simply move on to the next conquest. You imagine them preening in the mirror, loving what they see. The truth is far more grotesque. The mirror is their enemy. After a discard, especially one where you held the line of no contact, the face looking back at them is not the face of a god. It is the face of a failure. And they hate it. Think about the times they spent hours in there while you were together. You thought they were just vain, or maybe avoiding chores. You were half right. They were avoiding reality. Now that you are gone, that avoidance time triples. They retreat to the bathroom to escape the crushing pressure of maintaining the mask for the rest of the world. It is the backstage area where the clown wipes off the paint and reveals the misery underneath. They sit on the closed toilet lid, head in hands, vibrating with a rage they cannot express because there is no one there to absorb it. The bathroom is also their command center for covert operations. It is the only place they feel safe enough to engage in their deepest obsessions without judgment. While you are out living your life, healing, and growing, they are huddled in the dark, scrolling through the digital graveyard of your relationship. They are desperate for a hit of dopamine, a sign of life, a crack in your armor. They are not unbothered. They are obsessed. And this obsession manifests in bizarre, repetitive behaviors that would chill you to the bone if you could see them. You need to understand that the bathroom represents the void. It is sterile, cold, and lonely. Just like them. When they are in there, stripped of their entourage and their appliances, they are forced to sit in the sterile coldness of their own personality. They try to scrub the shame off their skin, but it won't come off. They try to fix their hair to fix their soul, but the emptiness remains. The rituals they perform in this room are frantic attempts to reassemble a self that has been shattered by your absence. This video is going to destroy the illusion of their invincibility. We are going to look at the specific, pathetic things they do when the door clicks shut. From the somatic obsession with aging to the digital stalking, to the silent rehearsals of conversations they will never have with you. You will see that while you are grieving a relationship, they are grieving their own reflection. They are not living. They are merely maintaining a facade that is crumbling by the hour. Why is this important? Because as long as you imagine them powerful, you remain weak. As long as you imagine them happy, you remain miserable. You need to see the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain, or in this case, the narcissist behind the bathroom door. They are small, they are scared, and they are frantically pulling levers trying to make themselves feel real. Knowing this is your key to freedom. It breaks the spell. Prepare yourself. We are about to unlock the door they desperately want to keep closed. We are going to turn on the harsh fluorescent lights and look at the creature hiding in the dark. It is not a monster under the bed, it is a hollow shell standing by the sink. By the end of this video, you won't fear them. You will pity them. Let's walk into the room where the narcissist falls apart. To understand the bathroom ritual, you must understand somatic collapse. The narcissist's body is their currency. It is the vehicle they use to extract supply. After a long separation, without your constant validation, you look great, you're so strong. They begin to doubt their currency. In the bathroom, under the unforgiving glare of vanity lighting, they inspect themselves with forensic cruelty. They search for gray hairs. They scrutinize wrinkles. They obsess over weight gain. This isn't normal aging anxiety, it is existential terror. They believe that if they lose their looks, they lose their right to exist. They are checking to see if the god is dying. This leads to the mirror stare. Survivors often catch narcissists staring blankly into mirrors, but when they are alone, this stare changes. It becomes a dissociative trance. They gaze into their own pupils, trying to find a spark of humanity. It is a phenomenon known as narcissistic staring. They are trying to hypnotize themselves into believing their own lie. I am special. I am powerful. They are having a silent conversation with their reflection, begging it to confirm that they are real. But after no contact, the mirror often stays silent. The reflection looks dead. This triggers a panic attack that happens in total silence. Then comes the digital stalking station. The bathroom is the only place they can stalk you safely. They sit there for 45 minutes, not because they have digestive issues, but because they are digging through your digital life. They check your Instagram from a burner account. They check your WhatsApp status. They zoom in on the reflection in your sunglasses in a photo to see who you are with. They are hunting for pain. They want to see you suffering. If they see you happy, they feel a physical blow to the gut. The bathroom becomes a war room where they monitor the enemy who escaped. We must discuss the rehearsal of the mask. The narcissist uses the bathroom mirror to practice their facial expressions. This is chilling but true. They practice the concerned look. They practice the charming smile. They practice the victim tears. They are resetting the software. After a long separation, their social skills might atrophy because they haven't had you to practice on. So they rehearse their lines for the new supply or the public, ensuring that the manipulation looks authentic. It is a performance for an audience of one. The shame scrub. Many narcissists have obsessive hygiene rituals. This stems from a deep, subconscious feeling of being dirty or flawed. After you leave, the shame of the discard, the fact that they couldn't control you, sticks to them like tar. They might shower 3 times a day, scrub their skin raw, or obsess over flossing. They are trying to wash away the feeling of inadequacy. They are trying to purify a rot that is coming from the inside. No amount of soap can cleanse a blackened soul, but they try every single night. The silent scream happens here. We talked about this before, but the bathroom is the soundproof booth. When the frustration of no contact becomes too much, when they realize you aren't coming back, they might let out a silent scream into a towel or grimace violently in the mirror. They contort their face into a mask of pure demonic rage, a face they would never show in public. It is a momentary release of the pressure valve. If you saw this face, you would run. It is the face of pure, unfiltered hatred for a world that refuses to obey them. Substance abuse often centers in the bathroom. This is where they hide the bottles, the pills, or the paraphernalia. They need a chemical regulator because you, the external regulator, are gone. They pop a pill to calm down. They take a drink to feel numb. They do a line to feel powerful. The bathroom becomes their dispensary. They are self-medicating the void. They are chemically inducing the feelings of grandiosity that they can no longer get from your admiration. The phantom conversation. They talk to you in the bathroom. They whisper vicious insults at the mirror, pretending it is you. You'll be back. You're nothing without me. They win arguments in the shower that they lost in real life. They rewrite the history of the relationship while scrubbing their back. This ruminating is obsessive. They are haunting themselves with your ghost, unable to let the conversation end because ending it means accepting you are gone. They engage in pornographic dissociation. The bathroom is where they consume dark, often degrading content on their phone. This isn't healthy sexuality, it is a dopamine hit to replace the oxytocin of intimacy. They need extreme stimuli to feel anything because their emotional baseline is numbness. They use the privacy of the bathroom to feed the dark wolf, engaging in voyeurism that reinforces their view of people as objects to be used, not loved. Ultimately, the bathroom represents the trap. They lock the door to feel in control, but they are actually locking themselves in a cage. The four walls close in. The air gets stale. They are trapped with their own thoughts, which are repetitive, paranoid, and empty. They stay in there for an hour because coming out means facing a life that feels increasingly hollow without your high-grade supply to fill it. The turning point happens when the ritual fails. One night, they look in the mirror, and the affirmation doesn't work. The I am God mantra falls flat. They look at their face and see the aging, the exhaustion, and the bitterness etched into their skin. This is the moment of the crack. The delusional shell fractures. They realize, with terrifying clarity, that they are alone. Not just physically, but existentially. You are not on the other side of the door waiting to apologize. You are gone. And the person in the mirror is a stranger. This triggers a narcissistic injury so severe it causes a physical reaction. They might feel nauseous. They might feel dizzy. The room spins. This is the somatic manifestation of their psychological collapse. Their body goes into shock because the supply levels have hit critical zero. They clutch the sink for support, staring at a reflection that is mocking them. The predator feels preyed upon by time and silence. In this panic, they might attempt a desperate reach. They sit on the toilet and unlock your number. Their thumb hovers over the call button. They type out a text, "I miss us." Then they delete it. Then they type, "You ruined everything." Delete. They are vibrating with the urge to break no contact, but the fear of your rejection stops them. They know that if they reach out and you ignore them, it will be the final nail in the coffin. The bathroom becomes the site of a paralyzed indecision. They start scanning for defects. To soothe the injury, they lean into the mirror and pick at their skin. They squeeze pores. They pluck hairs aggressively. This is dermatillomania, a compulsion often linked to anxiety and shame. They are trying to fix the outside because the inside is broken. They pick until they bleed. The physical pain is a distraction from the emotional agony of your absence. They are mutilating themselves in a microcosm of how they mutilated the relationship. The new supply might knock on the door. "Are you okay in there?" The narcissist freezes. The mask must go back on instantly. They flush the toilet, run the tap, and practice the smile. But for a split second, they hate the new supply. They hate them for interrupting the ritual. They hate them for not being you. They hate them for being a witness to their bathroom exile. They open the door with a fake smile, but their eyes are dead. They retreat into fantasy recall. They close their eyes and replay the sexual highlights of your relationship. They use your memory to self-soothe. In the privacy of the bathroom, they admit to themselves, physically, that they still desire you. This is the ultimate defeat. They are forced to get off on the memory of the person they discarded. They are scavengers feeding on the scraps of the past because the present is starving them. The turning point reveals the fragility of the God complex. A God does not hide in a bathroom. A God does not obsess over an ex. The bathroom ritual proves they are human, all too human. They are pathetic. They are small. The grandiosity is a balloon, and the bathroom is the pin. Every minute they spend in there is an admission that they cannot cope with the real world. They might experience a micropsychotic break. In the silence, they hear your voice. They think they see your face in the pattern of the tiles. The stress of maintaining the false self pushes their brain to the brink. They are haunted. They shake their head violently to clear the hallucination. "Get out of my head," they whisper. But you stay. You are the tenant who refuses to be evicted. The self-loathing bubbles to the surface. For a brief moment, the projection fails. They can't blame you. You aren't there. They can't blame the boss. They are alone. They look in the mirror and think, I am a fraud. This thought is so painful they almost vomit. They quickly shove it back down, grab their phone, and find someone to insult online to regain a sense of superiority. The turning point ends with a resignation. They realize they cannot stay in the bathroom forever. They have to go back out and play the role. They splash cold water on their face, put on the mask, and unlock the door. But a piece of them stays on the bathroom floor. They leave the room a little emptier, a little colder, and a little more dead than when they entered. Over time, the bathroom becomes a prison cell. The time they spend there increases. It affects their job, their relationships, their sleep. The new supply starts to wonder, why are they in there for an hour every night? The narcissist makes excuses, IBS, stomach issues, long showers. But the truth is they are addicted to the isolation. They prefer the company of their phone and their mirror to the company of living people. The digital addiction destroys their dopamine receptors. The constant scrolling and seeking in the dark rewires their brain. They become unable to connect in real life. They develop porno brain. Real intimacy feels boring compared to the high-speed, high-variety stimulation they get on the toilet. They become sexually anorexic with their partner, saving their energy for the secret bathroom sessions. Their appearance obsession backfires. The constant picking, scrubbing, and stressing actually makes them look worse. Their skin gets irritated. Their eyes look tired from the blue light. The stress of the hidden life accelerates their aging. They look in the mirror and see the decay happening in real time. The very thing they fear, ugliness, is being caused by their obsession with avoiding it. The paranoia leaks out. They start bringing their phone into the shower. They lock the door even when they are home alone. They are terrified someone will find out what they do in there. They guard the bathroom like a fortress. If you, or the new supply, tries to enter, they explode in rage. Can't I have any privacy? The rage is disproportionate because the secret is existential. The isolation deepens. They start declining social events to stay home. Why? So they can have access to their private sanctuary. The effort of wearing the mask in public becomes too exhausting. They prefer the controlled environment of the bathroom where they can be their empty selves. They are retreating from life. They become energetic vampires to themselves. By staring in the mirror and hating what they see, they are draining their own battery. They leave the bathroom exhausted, not refreshed. They enter the room with a dark cloud over their head. The toxicity they tried to wash off has only soaked in deeper. They smell like expensive cologne and spiritual rot. The new supply is devalued. The narcissist comes out of the bathroom cold and distant. They have just spent an hour obsessing over you or consuming porn. They look at the innocent partner waiting for them and feel disgust. Why are you still here? They think. The bathroom ritual drives a wedge between them and anyone who tries to love them. The secret life creates a split personality. There is the public self and the bathroom self. The gap between these two widens until they can no longer bridge it. They feel like an imposter 24/7. The fear of being exposed becomes a constant hum of anxiety. What if someone sees my search history? What if someone sees me talking to myself? They eventually reach burnout. The cycle of performing and then collapsing in the bathroom is unsustainable. They crack. They might have a public meltdown, or a depressive episode where they can't get out of bed. The bathroom was the canary in the coal mine, warning of the collapse long before it happened. Ultimately, the bathroom is where they will face their final verdict. One day, they will look in that mirror and realize that they have wasted their entire life protecting an image that no longer exists. They are old, they are alone, even if married, and they are empty. The fan hums, the tap drips, and the eyes in the mirror stare back with zero recognition. So, what is the final truth you need to take away from this? It is this: the bathroom door is locked for a reason. It is not locked to keep you out, it is locked to keep the monster in. You are not missing anything behind that door except misery, obsession, and decay. You are imagining a party, but it is a funeral. They are mourning the death of their false self every single night. You must realize that your no contact is the catalyst for this unraveling. By removing your light, you force them to live in the shadows. You force them to confront the mirror without your filter. You are not punishing them, you are simply allowing them to experience the natural consequences of their own emptiness. Stop wondering what they are doing. You know what they are doing. They are staring at a piece of glass, begging it to tell them they matter. They are scrolling through a phone, looking for a ghost. They are scrubbing skin that will never feel clean. It is a pathetic, lonely existence. You are out here in the fresh air. You don't need a locked door to feel safe. You don't need a mirror to know you exist. Your validation comes from within, from your connection to reality, from your ability to love and grow. You have escaped the small, tiled prison of their mind. Let them have the bathroom. Let them have the secrets. Let them have the shame. It belongs to them. Do not carry it for them anymore. You have washed your hands of their dirt a long time ago. Imagine the narcissist in that bathroom, small and hunched over their phone. Now imagine yourself walking away, down the hall, out the front door, and into a wide-open field under the sun. The air is sweet. The world is huge. You are free. They are trapped in a box of their own making. You are standing in the infinite possibility of your own life. The contrast is the victory. Stand tall. Look in your own mirror today. See the survivor. See the warrior. See the person who walked through hell and came out clean. You don't need to hide. You are beautiful in the light. The next time you think of them, picture the closed bathroom door. And remember, whatever is happening behind it is not your problem, not your fault, and definitely not your future. Leave them to their reflection. You have a life to live.